Hello and welcome to Fraggle Talk Classic, the unofficial Fraggle Rock podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. My name is Beth and I am rewatching for the millionth time.
My name is Julia and I'm rewatching for the first time in 10 years.
My name is Adam and I misread my notes and I'm watching it for the frost time. Does anyone have a jacket? Anthony, do you have a jacket?
I do.
Thank you,
I'll
man.
bring it right
that's so
over.
much better. Also, we have Anthony on the podcast.
Yay, Anthony's here.
Hi, Anthony.
Yeah, hey, hi. Yes, it's me. It's me, Anthony Strand from Moving Right Along, another Tough Pigs podcast.
Yay.
Where we don't watch Fraggle Rock, so it's exciting to get to watch it and talk about it with you guys.
This jacket smells like Studebakers and bear fur.
That's my old jacket from season 1 7 years ago. Wow.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about why you specifically wanted to be on this episode?
Yes. So the main reason is the song in this episode, which we're going to get to later, is probably my favorite song in the entire series of Fraggle Rock.
Nice.
And so I'm excited to talk about that. I also decided to do something ridiculous for this podcast, which is, remind me, do I have any Blank Check fans in the house?
I've listened to like 2 or 3 episodes and loved everything I've heard.
Okay. One of my favorite episodes of any podcast ever is the Monkey Bone episode of Blank Check, where guest Justin McElroy decided to watch Monkey Bone 7 times.
Dang.
Before going on. So I decided that would be fun, and it'd be about, less than 1/3 the time commitment. So I watched The Wizard of Fraggle Rock 7 times today.
Wow.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, I just had it on. I just kept it on a loop.
That's
while I was
wild.
doing the dishes and all kinds of stuff. So
That is commitment to the bit.
yeah, so I'm excited to talk to you about it.
As a quick aside, I love that that's your favorite episode because my favorite episode of Blank Check is the Clint McElroy episode where he defends Ishtar.
Oh, sure. Also a good one. Yeah. Less good, the one where Travis McElroy thinks that the bit of Babe Pig in the City is that they're all going to hate it and is completely gobsmacked when everyone but him likes it and just cannot reorient his conversation to be positive or, generous in any way.
Oh boy.
See, one of my favorite parts about the Clint McElroy episode is that he dunks on Travis as one of the first things he does.
Right? Yeah. Awesome.
Anyways, so, Beth, do you want to give us the history on this episode and, who wrote it and what it smells like?
It probably smells like smoke pellets. Today we're talking about episode 11 of season 2, The Wizard of Fraggle Rock, which originally aired on March 12th, 1984, written by Jocelyn Stevenson and John Pattison. According to Muppet Wiki, John Pattison is a puppeteer and ventriloquist who performed on Fraggle Rock and also co-wrote the second season episode, The Wizard of Fraggle Rock. There you go. And directed by Norman Campbell.
But he's Henchy. John Pattison is Henchy, most notably, I think.
Oh, word.
Who performed on Fraggle... Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, those credits are down separately. Yeah, he performs Henchy and... who else?
While we're looking, I just want to take a second. Hey, everybody. Smoke pellets are not a joke. They're not cool, and they're not good for you. Secondhand smoke from smoke pellets is really bad for your lungs. I know, kids, I know it can seem really fun and cool to use smoke pellets, but don't. Don't do it.
But yes, he performs Henchy and the flying whoopee cushion who we met
my God.
when we met Sidebottom, and an important character who we will not meet for some time.
Suspense. Foreshadowing. Maybe even 5-shadowing.
Or I should say, he's only in one episode, and it's probably a good thing that it's only in one episode, but it's a doozy of an episode.
Is it a doozer of an episode?
Not really.
Oh. I said 5-shadowing because that's one more than foreshadowing.
You've said that joke before. That's okay. We like callbacks here.
You've 5-shadowed that you were going to do it today by doing it before.
Then maybe I need to graduate to 6-shadowing. All right, so we open with Doc rolling in with a trunk, and my immediate thought was, oh my God, is this going to be another episode? Speaking of repetition and bits, we open this episode with Doc rolling in with a trunk, and my immediate thought was, is this going to be another episode where Doc tries to open a trunk for the whole episode? And then it wasn't, and I was grateful.
Yep. No, apparently he found this old trunk in the attic that apparently used to belong to his great-great-uncle, who was a vaudeville magician, And among various, magic trick items, he pulls out a photo of the Great Doc and the Great Pooch. It's just Doc and Sprocket in sepia-toned photograph.
And a silly fake mustache.
You get to see Sprocket in a little suit. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I like that it's his great-great-uncle. Like, it can't even be his direct ancestor. And it's still him. It's still identical to Doc.
I mean, that feels in the vein of Gobo and Uncle Matt and Uncle Matt's uncle. And
yeah, it does make me wonder if, much like Fraggles, humans also don't have like parents in this world.
Just uncles.
Yeah,
just uncles. So he takes out the magic stuff, and immediately he's like, "All right, this is a trick rope. Sprocket, tie me up." Which, dude, sir. Even if a dog could tie you up, I would not be impressed with your ability to get out of that. I would be more impressed with the dog's ability to even do some semblance of tying you up.
Yep.
But that's sort of the setup. And then we transition to the Fraggles, and immediately in our establishing shot, we get Doozers in the background and Doozers in the foreground. And it's just such glorious world building and also really good foreshadowing because Doozer glue plays a big part in this episode.
Mm-hmm. We even get to see a little shot of Cotterpin and Architect at their drawing board.
Oh my god, I thought that was Cotterpin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Continuity.
Yeah, Cotterpin's awesome. We should call her. We should get Cotterpin on this show.
Oh my god, could we?
If we could get Cotterpin on the show, dream come true.
Yeah.
I think she'd really enjoy recording equipment.
I think she would.
I love the idea that the Doozers would love setting up all the audio equipment. They just would never want to actually be on the podcast because they'd be like, why do I got time to sit around and jaw all day? I got work to do.
Yep. So, yeah, the Doozers are trying out a new batch of glue on an experimental tower to test if the new glue works. If successful, this formula will stick forever. Not foreshadowing at all.
Definitely not. Everyone's also getting trophies, and I wanted to ask, is this the episode that boomers get mad at?
Right, that's the thing. It's like I actually, in my notes, I have written down participation trophy event.
Right?
Because that's all it is. Just, you go up and say what trophy you want to get, and they give it to you.
Yep.
And that's the event. And I love it so much.
It reminds me of Leslie Knope giving herself the Pawnee Goddess's badge for prettiest eyes.
Yeah, right.
Aww.
Well, and I love that apparently they have infinite trophies ready to go. Like, Gobo's going to walk up and say that he wants the trophy for seeing a poison cackler without being seen by it. And they just hand it to him. It's ready. It's right there.
I mean, I don't think they're labeled. I think it's just like you get a trophy and you say what it's for.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
That would be wild if they were just this strange infinite archive of whatever the heck award you want.
Be nice though, wouldn't it? Like,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, well then also, because then you have infinite scrap metal, and so you can just melt the Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, I wonder if they have to give them back each year, because it doesn't seem like they have infinite trophies lying around.
Yeah, we also don't see trophies bouncing around at all, yeah.
And I think that they do probably give it back because Wembley here says, I'll take the same one I take every year.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The trophy for best banana tree shirt.
Which, I mean, look, if you know your lane and you're comfortable staying in your lane, there's nothing wrong with that. It also reminds me of one of my favorite students that I had over summer school. He rolled in with a shirt it was like a collared shirt with bananas on it. And I was like, man, that's a cool shirt. Those are some weird looking pineapples. And he was like, what? And then the next day he rolled in with an American Eagle shirt. And I was like, hey man, that's a really cool shirt, but that's a weird looking turkey. And I kept this bit up for the 2.5 weeks that were left of the entire summer school semester. It was great.
Love it.
But there's a really awesome beat here that I want to focus on, and I actually want to point out, I think we lost a little bit of opportunity here, because Wembley's really frustrated, and he says, sometimes I wish I wasn't even me.
Yeah.
And you know who knows what it's like to feel that?
Everyone?
Red.
Oh.
Red from A Cave of One's Own.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Red specifically really wanted to be Moki, and there was an opportunity here for Red to be like, hey, Wembley, I get that. And they didn't use that. And that's fine, but, you know, if I can see it, why couldn't Mr. Henson?
Yeah, I mean, how much in future episodes do they really touch on experiences that they've gone through in the past, though, for like the sake of continuity, for being like a kid's show?
Very little.
Yeah, that's what I kind of felt, because we do see a lot of these same themes and tropes like kind of trot out in different configurations, and you know, we see characters go through it one season and then kind of other characters go through a similar thing in a later season, and it's not usually like touched on, you know, besides like we eventually like see more growth from the characters from what they've gone through.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we see the relationships change based on what happens, but I don't think they necessarily reference what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. By the way, because someone's going to call me out on it, I said A Cave of One's Own, which is a different Red Moki episode.
Oh, true.
But I meant I Want to Be You earlier.
Yeah.
And I really should have known that because that's the other episode of this podcast I was on.
Oh, good point.
So I should have remembered that.
I don't think anyone should feel like they should remember anything.
Oh, okay.
My brain is Swiss cheese and the world is marbles, and whenever new information goes into my senses, there's sort of a clacky clacky clack sound, and then it all falls out.
Oh, that is deeply relatable.
So we hear about the wizard, and I want to talk a little bit about just the character introduction here, because we get so much information so quickly and so smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
We get Gobo saying, I wouldn't trust him at all, but I love his tricks. And then the first thing we see the wizard do is walk in, check over his shoulder, say to his assistant, no, I can't stay here long, so let's get this over with, and then go into his spiel.
Yep.
Like, we know this dude is sketchy. We know he's good at playing to the crowd. We know there's something going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such elegant storytelling, and I really wanted to point it out because it's really smooth.
Also, it's played by Richard Hunt.
Richard Hunt!
We get to see Richard play a character in this episode.
Yeah. We get to hear him sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we sure do.
Oh, and also the reason you don't see a lot of Boober in this episode is because Dave Goelz is playing the wizard's little flunky here, whose name is 7 Words Max.
Because he only says 7 words max.
And yet that's not true. I counted. He frequently says sentences of more than 7 words.
Huh.
Well, that's because he's a maverick.
Yeah, he's a renegade.
He's a rebel. He doesn't play by the rules.
Good for him.
And he's running for Republican primary. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, those clowns in Congress, am I right?
Hey.
Too big of shoes. I think Dave Goelz is really funny as 7 Words Max. I think it's and it's also not a voice we've heard him do too many other times. Like, it's like a new character for him, and it seems like he's having a blast.
Yeah. So we get to see some of the tricks, and I don't want to point out just a beat. They have a puppet check up the sleeves of another puppet.
Well, hang on. So we should talk about the song first.
Is there a song first?
Yeah, the tricks happen later.
Totally.
Well, before the song, we do find out that the poison cackler is after him.
Sort of. We get a hint.
Or 7 Words Max says he can take on the poison cackler, and the wizard says, lay off the cackler.
Yeah, so we know it's a sensitive subject.
Yeah, the information is seeded.
Yeah, right.
And actually, this is the second time it's been seeded, because Gobo talks about getting the trophy for seeing it without it seeing him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, but then they sing, Is It True? And it is true that this is the greatest song in the history of Fraggle Rock, in my opinion. When I was in college, I had a radio show I was a DJ on the college radio station.
Rad.
And I remember on one episode, I played this song, and I was so proud of myself for introducing it as, like, here's the late, great Richard Hunt with one of his classics, Is It True?
Nice.
And then just played the song. And then I said, once again, that's Richard Hunt with Is It True? And I never said it was from Fraggle Rock, and I never said it was a Muppet song.
That's amazing.
Love that.
Because it doesn't need to be.
Those are my favorite kinds of Fraggle Rock songs.
Right.
Where it doesn't mention anything specific to that world. It just feels widely applicable.
Right. Just a song about how, like, people love to see a huckster and love to be taken in by a huckster. And what I love about this song is especially the second verse, right? Is it true that the doubters say that they believe? Is it true that the skeptics finally receive. For a heart that is weary, it matters through and through. Is it true what they say? Is it true? And I think about that all the time in, let's say, our current cultural environment.
Yeah.
Where it is very easy to be taken in by something that you want to believe, even if it doesn't actually make any sense.
Yep.
You know? And there's just, I mean, you guys have talked all the time on this show about how the songs are not just songs from a kid's show.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, this is, like, we didn't mention Phil Balsham and Dennis Lee on this episode, I guess, but they did in fact write this one. Dennis Lee did write these lyrics. And to me, it's like one of the greatest statements ever about, like, how easy it is to be taken in by nonsense.
Yep.
It's a really slick piece of songwriting, and also it's just a bop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the piano on it is very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It will absolutely get stuck in your head.
Right. And I mean, Richard Hunt's voice, like, he was such a talented singer. And he never, like, obviously he had regular characters on Fraggle Rock, right? He's Junior Gorg. He's Gunge, right?
Yep.
And others. I mean, I guess those are the big two, right?
Those are the big two.
The storyteller. I suppose the storyteller.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But he just also shows up as, like, this type of character a lot, where he's just, like, gets to play a fun character. Like, I said this to Beth before recording. To me, he feels like Jeffrey Combs on Star Trek. Like, that's who Richard Hunt is on Fraggle Rock.
Yes.
Every time they have, like, a weird little character that they want to just pop, they call Richard Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of, I think, the best examples of that. I love the voice. I love the attitude. It kind of doesn't make any sense that anyone would confuse him with Wembley, because it's so un-Wembley, like everything he does. But it's just such a fun performance, and it's just a gift. As I said, I watched this 7 times, and every time I marveled at Richard Hunt in this role.
We'll get into it a little further into this episode, but I also love, like, Richard made this character that is so distinct, and then watching that character then try to do a Wembley impression is very amusing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Especially the little like at the beginning or end of sentences.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah, this song was released on the 1993 album Music and Magic, and got covered in season 2 of Back to the Rock.
Yeah, in the second to last episode, close to the end of the season, because I finally finished the second season in this last week. And then when I was watching this episode, which I also watched this episode a handful of months ago to review it for Tough Pigs. But that song came up today watching it, and I was like, oh, I definitely heard this week, but I believe sung by Catherine O'Hare and also a bunch of other people.
Yep.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's in the Lost and Found Fraggle episode, yeah.
Oh, that rules. I've only seen 1 episode of season 2 so far.
Okay.
Oh, Anthony, you should... I would recommend watching the whole season, but yes, this is Catherine O'Hara's episode.
Great.
And she smashes it, of course.
I'm sure, always, yeah.
And I won't give you a spoiler, because you might... I don't know whether or not you're gonna enjoy the slight changes that they made to this song, but I really enjoyed it.
Interesting. Okay, I'm excited.
So, all right, can I talk about the little bit of puppeteering now?
Yes, please do.
We get to see, because the wizard goes, there's nothing up my sleeves, and Wembley literally uses his arms to open the sleeve a little wider and pokes his little nose in to check and goes, well, your arms. But a puppet checks up the sleeves of another puppet. That's wild.
And then makes a ball appear in the mouth of another puppet.
Yeah, that rules. That's so cool.
It's such a great visual.
Also, horse enchiladas is the best magic words I have ever heard, and I will accept no other.
Can we talk about that? Holy cow. Because I was like, okay, sir, you had better be talking about vegan enchiladas made with ingredients that are safe to feed to horses. That's what horse enchiladas needs to mean, and not enchiladas made from horses.
Beth, sometimes an old horse is ready to ride that big trail in the sky, and if they're not using that meat suit anymore, it's gonna taste so good with some cumin and some chili powder and some paprika wrapped in a tortilla and baked in a sauce.
No.
Cumin and paprika and an enchilada.
I named the first two spices that came to mind.
Enchiladas is one of the few things I make all the time, and I was like, that would be, I mean, it could be good, but cumin would be wild in an enchilada.
It would not be a traditional enchilada.
No. I did write down horse enchiladas, LOL, and that's all I wrote for my notes.
Sure.
I figure it's just two random words they just smashed together.
Probably.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that someone who works in the office, like, says as, like, a workplace safe swear, like, horse enchiladas.
It sounds like an old-timey swear, like you would have heard in, like, the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
Or, hear me out, what if it means tiny little enchiladas with little legs and hooves that run away instead of being eaten so that they can be free?
Okay, I like that option.
Horses made of enchiladas.
Yep.
That's maybe my favorite.
It's good. It's good.
So yeah, we should point out that the Wizard and Wembley look an awful lot like each other, don't they?
Except for the massive bags under
Yeah.
the Wizard's eyes.
I really like the bags under his eyes because it's like he's seen some stuff. He's been through some stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the line. He says, I'll show you something that'll knock the banana trees off your shirt. And Wembley goes, oh no, please don't do that. They're all I've got.
They're all I've got.
Like,
Yes.
oh, buddy.
I also liked how when he was choosing a volunteer and he saw Wembley starting the, like, beginning process of, like, oh, something shifty is going to happen between the two of them, he says, I want that good-looking Fraggle to help me. Because he sees him and he's like, that guy looks like me, and I'm good-looking. Let's get this good-looking guy up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe my luck.
Yeah.
So they decide, basically the Wizard prompts Wembley to switch places with him. Wembley feels like he's not getting the attention that he deserves, and the Wizard claims that he wants to switch places with Wembley because his life is so nice and quiet, and the Wizard needs a rest. Which may in fact be true.
That's why he has bags under his eyes.
And also, we suspect there's something else happening here.
Yeah. I do appreciate, and I also appreciate that they don't necessarily point out about it in universe and kind of, beat you over the head with it, but like, Wembley's talking about how he doesn't get the attention he deserves, but all of the other Fraggles are worried about the Wizard when they think the Wizard is Wembley.
Yes.
And they're like bringing him soup and they made him a trophy and it's just really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
also,
it.
every time one of them sees the Wizard as Wembley, they're like, oh my god, you look terrible. Are
Yeah,
you okay?
yeah.
Are you dying? Let's go. Let's get you some rest and some soup.
Which, granted, if you suddenly saw a friend who normally does not have huge bags under their eyes, and then you saw that massive change that looks like they've been stung by a bee under each eye, you'd be like, oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, it feels very pointed. Like, Wembley is saying that no one pays attention to him. He wants all this attention. And then it takes him a while for him to even notice that his friends are so worried about, like, this new version of Wembley, where they're not paying attention to the Wizard. They want to go check in on their friend who's sick.
Yep.
He had the attention all along. It's just sometimes hard to appreciate it when you're, like, in the moment and in your own head.
Yeah.
Yeah, when your brain is being loud, it's really hard to hear the world.
Too true.
Oofa doofa.
Indeed.
I love that though Wembley gets this line. The Wizard asks him, well, what's your life like? And Wembley says, well, nobody ever really notices me. I just eat and play and sleep and wear a shirt.
That's the greatest.
The Wizard says, perfect. And I was like, wow, he's not wrong. That does sound perfect.
I love that
Yeah.
so much. Yeah, I just eat and sleep and play and wear a shirt.
As my father would say, when in doubt, profoundly state the obvious.
I actually out loud said, me too, man. Me too. one of the times.
After this interaction, we cut back for a really quick moment with Doc and Sprocket, where when we had left them, Doc had shown Sprocket that he could do this really simple, like, escape from hands being tied trick, and he's like, I'm going to show you, Sprocket, and when we go back, Sprocket can't get out, he's still tied up, and so then Doc is like, well, I'm going to re-show you, and of course, Doc now cannot escape from the trick, and they are both tied up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Doc and Sprocket, I don't think we talked before about how Doc and the Wizard, or I guess maybe 7 words max, both define prestidigitation as a magic trick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doc says it to Sprocket, and then they say it in the Wizard scene too. And I just like that we're teaching kids new words through repetition.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids are getting back into D&D these days, so...
Yeah, they'll learn. You can get prestidigitation at first level, and it's very useful.
The kids were into D&D the first time when this episode aired.
True.
You know?
During Satanic Panic.
Yeah, this is prime D&D era 1.0 in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Wow. Yeah.
I never really got into the satanic panic, but I did get into the Santanic panic.
Carlos Santana?
Yeah, it was pretty smooth.
Christ.
Pretty smooth.
Anyways, so can we talk about this just quick little bit of foreshadowing with the poison cackler?
This
because
poison
I
cackler.
love it.
Yes. We can get back to the beard thing and the glue thing. But
Oh yeah, they do a thing with the beard where the wizard takes his fake beard off and gives it to Wembley, and they accidentally use doozer glue, which is supposed to last forever.
right.
Which, yeah, got alluded to earlier by Red and Gobo that were like, careful of the doozer glue or something like that, where it was also, they seeded a lot of stuff in that first scene for things that were going to be very important for the rest of the episode.
Yep.
They're really good about that. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's an extremely tightly constructed episode.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good setup and payoff.
Yeah, everything has a purpose.
But yeah, Wembley's like, right, no, look, now I can get attention. And the wizard's like, yeah, you're going to get attention, but not the kind you think. And then cackler.
Then we cut to, and oh my god, it's like 5 seconds, maybe 6. And there's so much going on. The music is brilliant. There's this amazing, incredibly suspenseful music. The fact that we don't get to see all of it is amazing, and it's like classic horror tool.
It's like we're seeing from the cackler's point of view.
Mm-hmm. We get to see this one just like massive claw that has just like this beautiful gnarled and jagged edges. It's got this really strange alien movement, and it's carrying a poster of the wizard, which implies some level of intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they communicate so much about this monster with this monster intro, and it's fantastic.
This intro would be scary if you're a kid because of the lack of, like, sometimes, like, the theory of, like, it's sometimes scarier what you can't see on screen, and they do give you just enough to give you an idea, but they don't show you the whole picture, which, when we do see the whole picture, he's kind of goofy looking, so this part of it where we can't see him, it's like, oh, it's creepy, he's coming to kill this wizard, and all of the movement and lack of the rest of him.
I mean, really only his face is kind of goofy looking. The rest of him is
but that's a big part of him, his giant head.
I have notes on the mustache design. When we actually see him, we can get there.
And the sounds it makes, these like moan growling sounds that very much adds to the creepy tension of what the heck is this thing.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's super gross. So then they're all trying to cheer up the wizard, who they think is Wembley. And again, the first thing Boober says is, "Wembley, you look awful."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scene also has a moment where Boober says, "Hi, Wembley," and then Wembley says, "Hi, Boober."
Right. Automatically.
Boober isn't looking at him, but he still turns around and looks at the wizard and says, "Did you say something?" But Wembley said it in his own voice, and he would recognize his best friend's voice when he heard it.
True.
You know, like, it doesn't really make any sense that he would think that's the wizard talking to him.
Yeah, and it's weird because the fake Wembley and fake wizard are walking side by side, so it's strange that he wouldn't think that it came out of who he thinks is Wembley, because they're right next to each other.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And like, I mean, it's silly the whole time that everyone can't tell them apart when, like, one sounds like Wembley and one sounds like Richard Hunt. But you just have to go with it, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do wonder if they thought about having Steve Whitmire dub the role or something, you know? I'm glad they didn't. Obviously, like I said, I love Richard's performance. Right. But I wonder if they did think about it sounding more like Wembley too. I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, they want it to be obvious enough for kids in the audience to understand what's going on and to be able to know at a glance which is which, even when they've switched costumes, despite the backs under the eyes.
Plus, it is kind of funny seeing the character have to try to do an impression of another character.
Yeah.
Right. We love when the Muppet performers get to impersonate each other.
Yeah.
I want to point out, speaking of setup and payoff, so there's this great bit where he's like, the real difficult thing will be fooling Gobo, and then Gobo shows up and like, what? And the wizard's like, oh, well, it was really hard to trick you, and Gobo's like, I thought I wanted to see if you wanted to read the traveling mat card. And there's a line that the wizard has when they first switched costumes, and Wembley is wearing his glasses, where he just sort of, as a throwaway, says, man, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
And when it's time for him to read the postcard, he holds it right up to his face and starts stumbling.
Yep.
No seams in the world building.
Yeah. Love it.
He has it literally like right up to his eyeballs, his giant ping pong eyeballs. That's great.
Well, he doesn't have his glasses on. He needs to.
I know. I mean, I'm the exact same way if I don't have my glasses and I'm trying to read something. My phone has to be like less than an inch away from my face to read it. So
yeah, same.
I guess I empathize with the wizard on this part. Not the part where he's trying to like trick someone to switch places so they can potentially get eaten and not him, but being nearsighted, I can relate.
Yeah, I'm sitting in front of my computer at a reasonable distance, and if I move my glasses, I can no longer read my notes.
Yeah, same.
I can see that there's notes there.
Same.
Yeah, if I'm not wearing my contacts or glasses, I can see about 4 inches in front of my face before it starts to get blurry.
I can recognize your faces a little bit, but that's mostly like shape-based recognition.
Yeah, it's more colors for me than shapes.
I mostly don't recognize my own face because it's that weird thing where without my glasses, I don't think I look like myself. Like,
that's fair.
My actual face doesn't look like me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
see, I don't recognize my own face, but the doctor said that would be a natural side effect of the operation. So. Okay, can we talk about this traveling map postcard?
Yes, please.
And there's like plenty of things happening in it, but there's one specific thing that has very little to do with the actual postcard that I want to focus in on like a laser.
Okay.
So he is talking about weird silly hats, and he goes to a hair place where they put the little hair thing on
the hair dryers in a hair salon.
Yeah, and we get to see his hair looking frizzy, but there's a mirror behind him when he's sitting down.
I did not notice that.
And there's nothing reflected in the mirror before they put the thing on his head. And then when they take the thing off of his head, there's a weird face.
What?
Like an uncanny valley looking face in the mirror. It's got long hair and kind of weird eyes. It's uncanny valley as heck, and it's terrifying. They don't talk about it. I can't imagine what it would be or why it would be there. I assume this must be an accident, but it was scary. It's terrifying.
Hang on, I'm pulling up Apple TV to get a shot of this.
Yeah, I'm double checking.
Go look at it now. It's...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think that's just a mannequin. I think that's just like a...
I did not see this.
It looks kind of like Jack Skellington. I think it's just like...
Why does it have eyes?
I think it's just a mannequin like for a wig.
But mannequins don't have eyes.
I mean, they can. There's no law.
There's no law saying mannequins can't have...
unfortunately, due to mannequin law. No.
There's nothing in the rule book that says a mannequin can't have eyes.
But it's not there in the shot beforehand. It just randomly shows up.
I mean, it could just be continuity where they got moved. Like, is it one shot and then a different shot?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Right?
Yeah. But it's a different angle. Like, you can see a doorway behind him when he sits down. The mirror is showing a different angle, is what I'm saying. Like,
oh, I see what the mirror is at a different angle when he sits down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
And then it pops back up and there's that creature. Okay, I'm gonna...
Yeah, well, and also just the fact that it's just there in the background. Did any of y'all ever watch Marble Hornets?
No.
No, I don't know what that is. Is that an anime?
No. It was a YouTube series. It was one of the first things that catapulted Slender Man into the mainstream.
Oh, okay.
And they do a lot of really excellent stuff with, like, stuff being in the background. That's only there if you know to look for it. Last I checked, they were still updating, but that was years ago. It's a genuinely terrifying web series. Don't watch it at night if you're alone.
I mean, I just looked at the clip from the traveling map postcard, and it reminded me of the TV show Haunting of Hill House, where they purposely put ghosts in the background in some scenes, like in a way that you wouldn't notice unless you are paying attention. And when you do pay attention and find one, it's terrifying. One of the best shows I've ever seen, but it had like a ghostly quality to it. But I do think that it was a mannequin just poorly placed, and it looks very creepy and ghostly.
Fair. Anyways, we can talk about the rest of the traveling map postcard now. I just had to get that off my chest.
I mean, he gets a perm, right?
He looks so good.
He transforms the way that he looks.
He looks so good with a perm.
He really does.
He really does. He looks like a founding father.
A little bit, yeah.
Looks like a founding father.
It's like those wigs that they wear in Parliament a little bit, yeah.
Do y'all watch the Golden Girls?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so there's that one episode where they all go to this hairstylist who's supposed to be, all highfalutin, and he flirts with all of them, and they think they're going to get these super individualized haircuts that are like special just for them and just what they want. And they all come out looking exactly like Sophia, which is exactly what Traveling Matt has gotten. He has gotten the Sophia Petrillo.
It's true.
Hello, Beth's cat.
Hi, sweet.
Beth's cat is glorious.
That's a cat.
Beth's cat wants cuddles. Oh, shoulder cat.
Shoulder cat, does whatever a shoulder cat does.
Oh, cats are so much quieter than dogs.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm a cat person.
I'm definitely a dog person. I'm sorry that you have to edit out all the barking earlier, Beth.
Oh, you're fine.
When the mailman brought a package and everyone got all 3 dogs were sleeping and they lost their minds.
I mean, that's really the mailman's fault for existing. How dare he?
Oof,
Who does he think he
the
is?
Mailman. Dog's worst enemy. Anyways,
we go back to the wizard as Wembley, and like Boober and Gobo are worried about Wembley.
Yep.
Well, air quotes Wembley.
Well, so Max rushes up and he says, "Oh, wizard, I'm so glad I found you. The poison cackler," and the wizard cuts him off. And there's this great trick of CGI where the wizard's like, "Oh, the poison cackler is one of the most terrible creatures in Fraggle Rock. The thought of him makes your hair turn white." And Max's hair turns white.
That was wild.
Yeah. And it's at this point where the wizard then ditches Wembley to go hide in Wembley's room, because then he's like, I'm going to just distance myself. I'm going to hide, and then this poison cackler's not going to find me. And that's when, like, he's in Wembley's room, and Red shows up, because he's like, I'm going to get some peace and quiet, and then Red is loudly Red, and barges in, and she's like, I'm come to cheer you up and make you feel better. Much to his chagrin.
And every single person is just like, oh my god, like imagine going undercover and every person you meet is like, oh my god, you look so bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that'd be a kick to the self-esteem. Like, do I really look that bad? Oh my god.
It is funny to me, though, that in addition to saying that the wizard looks so bad, I think Boober and Gobo, at least, both say that Wembley looks so familiar. Like Wembley as the wizard.
Yes.
When they see him, they're like, you look familiar. And it's like, yeah, that's one of your 4 friends. Like
one of the 4 Fraggles you spend the most time with.
Yeah, he looks familiar. You see him every day, or he's your roommate.
I feel like if my best friend put on a fake, like, beard and a wizard robe, I'd be like, yeah, I know who you are, even if they were doing a voice.
Great costume, Fred.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's like the Mrs. Doubtfire jokes in Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah.
Where Tobias tries to become Mrs. Doubtfire and everyone just knows it's him and calls him Tobias. You know? Because it's like, that's what would happen.
That's one of my favorite gags from that show.
Yeah. Yep. So good.
So they're trying to make Wembley feel better, and Gobo's like, "Oh, come on, Wembley, the best thing for a cold is a nice walk." And Red's like, "Yeah, the cave air will do you good." And they drag him out of bed. I'm like, okay, Gobo and Red, you two are not allowed to take care of anyone who's sick.
Right, yeah.
Also, Moki says, "Oh, gee, an epidemic. We've never had one of those before." And I was
She's
like,
so excited.
Must be nice, Moki.
I was like, Moki,
Must be nice.
No, Moki.
This was the soundbite that I used for my second Fraggle Talk TikTok.
I loved those.
Thank you. For, January 2020, everything's sunny and fine. It's just a clip from the theme song. February 2020. Oh, gee, an epidemic. We've never had one of those before. And then stuff starts to get real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep, it does.
Oof. We go back to Wembley, like, impressing everybody with magic tricks, because the wizard, like, showed him all of the basic tricks, and they really want him to do this one trick where they're gonna tie him up that Wembley does not know how to do.
Yeah.
They basically tie him up to make him do it. And there's, like, a funny moment where, like, the wizard is off with Wembley's friends, and he, like, starts giving instructions, being like, "Oh, if I was the wizard, I guess I would, like, move my left arm, like, behind my back and, like, pull." I don't remember what exactly he says, but basically,
twist my left body, turn left or something.
Yeah, and he also, like, says under his breath, like, oh, he's, like, something like he's botching the trick or something, like, oh, this guy's messing up my well-known trick. So, he wants to lay, like, low, but also he's like, oh, my reputation. This guy's messing everything up.
Indeed.
When the Wizards fans are trying to get him to do the trick and Wembley doesn't want to do it, he says that he has an appointment with the trash heap for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Which I love that is Wembley's idea of what a celebrity does, is to meet the trash heap for lunch.
Oh.
I mean, if I was a celebrity, I would want to meet the trash heap for lunch.
Right? I mean, if I lived in Fraggle Rock, I would want to have lunch with the trash heap at every available opportunity.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
And then, are there any more beats before the cackler shows up?
Wembley learns about the poison cackler. Doesn't the
Right.
Max tells him?
Max spills the beans, and Wembley gets to freak out for a minute.
Yeah, Max officially lets Wembley know, oh, that cackler is still coming. And we get this moment where Max walks away, and Wembley is we see him slowly process it, and then freaks out. Yeah.
Yeah, Wembley says something like, poison cackler's after the wizard. Boy, I'd hate to be in his shoes. Wait, I am in his shoes.
Yeah, looks down at his shoes. And we see him try and take the beard off and realize that he can't. And we've been getting a shot or two of Wingnut coming through and be like, glue still holding.
Well, and I don't know if we mentioned when the wizard was applying the glue, the beard to Wembley's chin, he was like, I'm going to use some of my stage glue. But at that moment, the Doozers came by with their Doozer glue, which we learned early on is a permanent thing that nothing can come unstuck from. And he dips it in that and puts it on Wembley's chin, and then he's like, oh, if you pull hard, it'll come off, so don't pull hard, something like that.
Yeah.
So we know that it's stuck to Wembley's chin, but Wembley doesn't know until this moment when he tries to, yank it off that it's stuck there, and he's the wizard.
We get another brief moment with Doc and Sprocket where they're now both tied up and on the floor and trying to free themselves, and the phone rings. And Doc's like, oh no, it's gotta be Ned Schimmelfinney. Why? We don't know.
Who else would be calling him? It's either Miss...
Yeah, who else calls Doc?
It's always Ned Schimmelfinney.
Ms. Ardath or Ned Schimmelfinney.
I don't think we've met Miss Ardath yet, have we?
Oh, no? Oh, I'm sorry.
Is she the one with the cat?
No, that's Ned.
No, Ned Schimmelfinney's the one with the cat.
Then no.
Well, I'm sorry for ruining Fraggle Rock for you, Adam.
It's all spoiled.
Ratioed.
Ratio?
I don't know. That's an internet word, right?
0 likes for me saying the name Ms. Ardath.
0 likes, ratioed. But then I want to finish it with based, and no, that's not what that is. Anyways.
So the wizard is resting again, and finally they actually let him rest. And Moki's like, yes, we're going to take care of you, get you a nice moss pack and some hot soup. And Wembley shows up, fed up, because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm in danger. I have to put an end to this. And tries to convince his friends of the truth, and they don't believe him.
Yeah.
Gobo's like, you're such a joker. You're such a trickster.
I'm not going to fall for your tricks.
Yeah.
Can we talk about let me know when I can talk about the cackler.
Okay, hang on, let's see. We get another thing from Wingnut about glue still holding. So then Wembley's throwing some smoke pellets trying to make himself disappear, and we cut to Moki, Gobo, and Red, who, when Wembley kind of set down his trophy in frustration, he accidentally set it down on a bottle of Doozer glue, and then it stuck. So it kind of made it like a taller trophy almost. Mm-hmm. And now they've taken that and added some rhinestones and colorfulness, and says this is now a work of art. And they've inscribed it with, to Wembley for being our friend.
I love it.
It's just the culmination of dude, your friends have been giving you attention this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did. I thought it was very sweet that he got to see, because he was like, I want attention. And the wizard was like, I want a break. And then he became the wizard, and wizard became him, and immediately everyone is paying attention to Wembley, and no one cares about the wizard.
Yeah, and the wizard does not get a break, because they all just want to keep giving him the attention, so neither of them are happy. Also, the wizard, I mentioned this before, the wizard is okay letting someone take his place, and we don't know what the poison cackler wants. It is a kid's show, and so it's not voiced, but clearly, they think it's he thinks it's a nefarious reason that the cackler's after him. And he's okay letting Wembley is a child. They're children, right? The Fraggle 5-ish.
I mean, basically.
And he's like, yeah. It reminds me of the turkey in Muppet Family Christmas that is like, that's a turkey, and it's Big Bird, who's a 5-year-old, and he's like, yeah, right. Go kill that Big Bird, and I'm gonna go cruise and try to hook up with Camilla, you know, like,
Yes.
it has that same vibe where it's like, I'm okay with a bad thing happening to somebody else, especially someone who is at least, like, framed as being younger, and I'm gonna go and be perfectly fine. And, like, we'll get to it in a second. You know, they give him a little bit of a hard time, but then they also kind of forgive him, and I'm like, I know forgiveness is great. I don't know if I would move to forgiveness that fast with this character.
Right.
And right before the cackler shows up, Max says that the cackler is coming, and the Fraggle Five all look out at the camera, look directly into the camera, and go, "The poison cackler!" I love that. It's such like an old timey Looney Tunes bit. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. It's so fun.
I love almost all of the design of this monster.
So good.
And I get why they had to make the face goofy looking so that it wouldn't actually be scary. But the legs have like segmentation. There's an outside part and then there's an inside part with little like segmentation things. All of the joints on the legs have spikes facing out on the joints. Mm-hmm. It's got this weird tail, scorpion tail looking claw thing. It's got this red hair and just these like grungy matted tufts all over it. Oh, just fantastic monster design.
Very good. It reminds me
I would fight this thing in Dark Souls and lose.
When was the last time y'all saw Treasure Planet?
A couple of years ago.
I still haven't seen that one.
Jinx.
Okay, because there's a bad guy pirate who looks like an even nastier version of the poison cackler. And I should say the primary puppeteer is Tim Gosley, but this is a 3-person puppet.
Sure.
That makes a great deal of sense.
There's a lot. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, there's a great shot on Muppet Wiki of the 3 people puppeteering it at once.
Oh, cool. So I have seen the Jim Henson Hour way too many times.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
And when because I didn't, like I said, I love the song. Is it true? I listen to that song a lot. I have, it's on like a mix CD that I made in college. Mm-hmm. But I watched the Jim Henson Hour way more than I watched this episode. And the Poison Cackler was repurposed as the winner of the Miss Galaxy contest.
Yes.
In the Louis Anderson episode of the Jim Henson Hour, where it, much like Traveling Matt, like that puppet had like a perm.
Mm-hmm. They just stick a wig on the Poison Cackler and it's Miss Galaxy.
Yeah, but also in Secrets of the Muppets, you can see them adding that wig to the puppet in the workshop.
Oh, nice. I missed that shot.
In the Secrets of the Muppets episode of Jim Henson Hour, I should say.
Yes.
Because it would be foolhardy to assume that everyone knows what Secrets of the Muppets is, an episode of the 1989 TV show The Jim Henson Hour.
It's a great episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, the greatest TV show ever made, whatever. Go check it out if you like good things.
Go check it out if you like good things.
Yes.
Currently not on any streaming service except for maybe Schmally Schmotion.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I would check out one called Schminternet Schmarchive. I know they're usually all up there.
Ah, good choice.
I'm still hung up on check it out if you like good things. That is such a beautiful Swiss Army catchphrase. And like... that could apply to restaurants, shows, books,
it's
people,
hikes.
It's like one of my stock lines when recommending things.
I mean, it's a good line.
Thank you.
I'm still kind of digesting it.
Awesome.
You know what's funny? Like, I know how this episode ends. Clearly. I've seen it many times. And I still feel that fear for Wembley. Like, that tension that they build is so effective. Like, oh no, Wembley's in danger. No, he's not. He's going to be fine.
Season 2, episode 11, Wembley gets eaten by the poison cackler.
Yeah,
what
and
a
then
twist.
It's just and then there were 4.
Fraggle 4.
For the rest of the 5 seasons. And they just occasionally bring up Wembley and are sad.
No.
That would be a wild tone to set in the 80s for a kid's show.
Oh, buddy, it's like Sybil on
That
Downton
would
Abbey.
be a trip.
Oh my god. Oh no. Wembley's the symbol of
I was going to
Fraggle
say,
Rock.
it's like the first episode of Reservation Dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Was that right? I never saw it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I check it out
it's
if you
amazing.
like good things.
That's what everyone keeps telling me.
It's one of the best
Yeah,
shows.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
It's great.
I gotta do it.
The first 2 episodes both made me cry.
The episode like near the end of season 1 with the flashback episode like ruined me.
I don't think I've gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't say more. The whole show is great. Watch all of it. Anyway, so yeah, the poison cackler is finally on the scene, and the glue finally I don't remember if the beard comes off first or we get it from the doozers.
Yeah, the beard falls off first, And then we see
then the structure.
Driving past the experimental tower, which collapses. And she's like, oh, glue experiment to failure. But there is a great note here in Muppet Wiki that remember when Cotterpin was like, well, I want to introduce some hexagons. And the architect's like, oh, that'll be the day. The top of this tower is hexagonal.
Awesome.
I didn't catch that. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Cotterpin's awesome.
She's the best.
We should call it.
We should call her.
Do you have her number?
Do we have enough clout?
It sounds like an easy thing.
We just gotta get Donna Kimball on the phone, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So they throw a smoke bomb, and the cackler eats it. And it turns out the poison cackler really just wants to eat all the smoke bombs. And so they're very clever, and they lead it away. They just sort of kite it and then huck the whole bag of smoke bombs over the edge of a cliff. And the poison cackler chases it down.
And lives forever in a bath of smoke bombs. Smoke pellets.
Which, again, hey kids, this is the host of Fraggle Talk Classic here. We just want to take a second aside from this podcast and talk to you about smoke bombs and eating smoke bombs. Don't do that. They will make your lungs look like an arugula salad. It's not good for you. Maybe
the Fraggle Rock versions, or the Fraggle versions of smoke pellets are very tasty and good for you.
Yeah, who knows what they're made out of.
Not our version, not the silly
that's
creature
what big
version.
Smoke pellets really want you to believe.
Oh no.
Because pellets are marketed differently than cigarettes and vapes.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's our show. Good night, everybody.
Did you just have that ready to go?
No, I just pulled it up on YouTube on my iPad.
Perfect. Oh my gosh.
Anthony, I'm so glad you're on the podcast.
Thank you.
Oh, there's this, like, before Wembley traps him in a pit, like, it kind of becomes clear, like, well, maybe, or at least to me, it becomes clear that, hey, maybe the cackler isn't a danger to anyone.
Right, yeah.
And he's talking to it like a dog, like, here you go, boy, that's a good little cackler. And my movie club just watched The Sandlot last night. I'm like, this feels so apt, like this big scary thing that you've spent this whole time being terrified of is just a big sweetie.
Yeah, so the cackler lives to be 199 years old in cackler years.
Perfect. I am accepting that headcanon.
He's just down there chomping away on smoke pellets.
So Wembley's friends rush in. They realize, oh gosh, you were telling the truth. You really are Wembley. And the wizard gets an interesting little redemption arc where he decides to go into the banana tree shirt business.
So weird.
Yeah.
Quote, wanna buy one? They just throw it away like he's introducing capitalism. Like, take 3, I'll give you a discount.
Yeah, it's so... like, he almost gets Wembley, or what he thinks he's about to get Wembley killed, maybe, or hurt in some way, and then he steals Wembley's whole thing. Is like, and gonna make a profit on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's capitalism for you.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing to end on.
It really is a very strange beat. I mean, it's cute, like all the Fraggles look good in their banana tree shirts, but buy one with what? These people don't understand money.
What's Wembley going to get a trophy for in the future? That's his one thing.
For being our friend.
The best friend.
Sure, I guess that is what he has learned. But he doesn't even have that to fall back on anymore. Oh my gosh. And then we do go back to Doc, where Ned has come and untied them.
Doc's like, you didn't have to laugh so much at us. And it's like, yeah, you did. That's funny. You did a funny thing, Doc. Take your lumps.
Yeah. It's very much in the frenemies part of their relationship.
Well, if anybody called me and was like, hey, I was doing a magic trick and I'm tied up, can you please come untie me? And they're like on the floor, I would probably chuckle, as long as they're safe and everything.
Yeah.
You gotta give it a good-natured chuckle.
It's silly. Doc is silly.
Alrighty. Beth, do you want to tell us about the international versions?
Yeah, so just a little bit from Muppet Wiki. It says, in the German version, Uncle Matt's postcard from the Canadian version was already showed. In the German version of You Can't Do That Without a Hat, the German version of this episode uses Matt's postcard about the ice cube he mistakes for a diamond that was used in the Canadian version of Moki's funeral. And that's it.
All right, cool.
Cool. How are we going to make the world a little fragglier?
Should I go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just think
Popcorn
have
style.
one.
you got to remember to eat, play, sleep, and wear a shirt. That's my opinion.
That's a good list.
Oh, okay.
Mine has Donkey Kong on it.
Hey, mine
He's
has
eating bananas.
sharks with floaties.
Nice.
Nice.
And I love it because it looks cute, and then if you think about it, they're all dying.
Oh no, R.I.P.
Because the floaties are holding the sharks above water. Anyways.
Make your friends trophies just for being a good friend. I have one from when my middle school BFF and I were like 13, and it's from a Blue's Clues coloring book, and it just says, to Beth for being a great best friend, and I still have it.
That's very sweet.
Aw. Can I tell you a trophy I got?
Yeah.
About 5 years ago at Christmas, my youngest brother got all of us bought trophies and made labels for all of them.
Wow.
To give to all of his brothers and our wives. Like, each one got a trophy. And mine was for best food choice at the Minnesota State Fair deep fried dilly dogs, which were a sausage in a pickle in corn dog batter.
Whoa.
That sounds amazing, actually.
And so on the trophy is a sticker of me and Benjamin both holding them up at the state fair.
That's amazing.
It's sitting in my office at school to this day.
Incredible.
I will say, don't trick someone into trading spots with you for, I don't know, your own benefit. Maybe talk your problems through instead of doing trickery.
Good one.
If you think somebody's undercover, make sure you lead every conversation with how terrible they look.
All right, I think that is about it for this episode. Anthony, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's a joy. I love it.
Yay.
Always happy to have you on the podcast.
Thank you. I love the show when I'm not on it, but I also enjoy it when I am.
Oh, and where can people find you on the internet?
Okay, so you can follow me on Blue Sky at Durwood Clapper.
Oh my god, I forgot.
You can
The most obscure Muppet reference
Yeah.
ever.
It's not even a real Muppet. It's a fake Muppet from a mobile game.
I know, I remember.
I thought that was just something that the Swedish chef would say.
Oh, sure.
Hurny-gurny Durwood Clippy.
Sure, yeah, that's reasonable. No, it's a character from My Muppets Show, like a My Singing Monsters ripoff app from like 10 years ago. All he does is he's wearing an A shirt and boots, and he claps and then goes, a-dum-ba-dum-dum, a-dum-ba-dum-dum. That's it.
You know what? That's singing and wearing a shirt. All he needs to do is eat and play.
Yep.
And he's living the Fraggle lifestyle.
That's true. And you can follow me on Letterboxd at Zeppo Marxist. And what else? Oh, I co-host Moving Right Along, as we mentioned at the top of the show. So you can catch that on Tough Pigs. We're in the middle of Muppet Treasure Island.
Righteous.
Beth has been on earlier this season, and Julia's coming on probably real soon. We're recording it in 3 days as we're recording this. So
Ooh.
probably coming out before too long. And Adam, we'll get you someday.
Again, if you do Muppets from Space...
It's up next. We actually already have you on the spreadsheet for the scene you've requested.
Yes!
Yeah.
Ah, you're glorious.
So, but yeah, that'll be like a year from now because we're not even done with Treasure Island yet.
That's great because I have a lot of sleep I need to catch up on.
Right. and a lot of shirt wearing.
Oh yeah. It's sort of, yeah, I guess summer's nearing its end.
But yeah, so moving right along. Listen if you want to. If you like adequate things, listen to Moving Right Along.
No, it's so
I was
good.
literally about to say, hey folks, check it out if you like good things, and then you had to swoop
I'm
it
sorry.
with a self-deprecating callbacks. Folks, this is the level of comedy that you're going to get if you check out Moving Right Along. This level of incredibly competent comedy. I highly recommend it. Check it out.
Oh, great.
Oh, perfect. All right, that is it for this one. Remember to check out toughpigs.com.
Well, hold on. You and Ben.
We didn't
Julia
plug
gotta tell
our
people where they can find
pluggables.
you.
Oh, people don't know where to find us by now? Right. You can find me at Beth Anna Cook on the various social media and occasionally writing stuff for Tough Pigs.
You can also find me at Tough Pigs occasionally or at Geek Girl Grown Up on some social media, and also juliagaskill.com if you like poetry. Yes.
I have an article on Tough Pigs right now if you want to check it out.
It was so good. It was so good.
I'm so glad you liked it. Beth, what's the working title again? Because I don't remember what they updated it to.
Oh.
It's okay if you don't remember either.
I think it was, crud, I don't remember it either.
Well, the working title was Autism, Gonzo, and the Culture of Coming Home.
Yeah.
And they shortened it because that's a mouthful.
If you search for the Tough Pigs Beacon, it is the second in what is now a series of articles about Muppet fandom and neurodivergence.
Mm-hmm.
The article is entitled Gonzo and Neurodivergence and Me.
Ah, that is a much snappier title, and I'm glad that the editors picked it. But yeah, it's an article about why I'm so excited to specifically be on those 2 minutes of Muppets from Space.
Right.
Can't wait.
I'm so psyched.
Now I do the thing?
Yes.
Now you do the thing,
Now I do
yeah.
the thing. Okay. All right, that is it for this episode. Reminder to check out toughpigs.com. Give us a good review on your podcatcher of choice, and we will see you next time.
Don't forget to dance your cares away and stay away from smoke pellets.
Down at Fraggle Talk.
Brown.
Fraggle Talk Classic is brought to you by toughpigs.com. Fraggle Talk art by Dave Hulteen Jr. The Fraggle Rock mark and logo, characters, and elements are trademarks of the Jim Henson Company. All rights reserved. The Fraggle Rock theme song, written by Philip Balsam and Dennis Lee, is used with permission. Special thanks to the Jim Henson Company and the entire Fraggle Rock family. For more from Tough Pigs, please find us at Tough Pigs on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, TeePublic, and Patreon. Fraggle Talk Classic is produced and edited by me, Beth Cook. Thank you to Joe Hennis, the Tough Pigs Muppet Fan Podcast executive producer. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time, down at Fraggle Talk.
That's nothing. I'll cut it.
I mean, I don't know. Normally, I would happily figure out what thread that is, but my brain is mashed potatoes.
That's what you said. It was Swiss cheese.
My brain is an alfalfa sprout salad.
Whatever you want. I mean, that sounds like a great meal there.
My brain is a Jell-O mold with tuna in it.
That sounds less good.
Bad.
Gross.
Bad, bad, bad.
Oh, you've been watching too much of that one guy making those.
Oh no, I got that from season 2 of Umbrella Academy.
Oh.